How do you get your horse from box rest post-injury to being turned out safely? As you can see from that, it's not that easy, and it's not always as straightforward as we'd like it to be. My name's Rhea, I'm from Ventures of Black and White, and I'm committed to providing practical and useful information on how to deal with general horse care.
Here we have what I call the maze set up. So the maze is formed of two squares. These are actually quite generous sizes, but you can do this if you basically, when you start off, make them the size of a stable. So you have two squares. Interlinking these two squares is the maze. And the idea of this is that you can move the maze up the field. You're retaining the size of the field, and the horse can have access to fresh grass. This horse is out overnight, so she was on this patch last night, and you see I've just moved the fence up one, I've moved that up one. When she has grazed this whole entire line, I will then move that line up one post, but make the sections narrower, so we're still in the same space, but she's got more grass. And what is really good about this, and I'll try and get her to do it, is the maze, it slows them down. So her injury in particular means that we do not want to do any sliding type stops. So even if she canters in that section, she knows that there's a fence there, so she will slow down. I've also strategically left her water there, and then she slows down, has to slow down again, and then she's into that section. And actually I have noticed that this does encourage her to bend her body, as she's going to show you. Here, Rosie, come on. Rosie, come on. Oh, she's going to go and have a drink. But it's good because it often, horses that have been in for a long time, they just get so excited that they run around. And this system, as long as your horse is fairly sensible, Rosie, come on, is fairly sensible with electric fencing. It obviously, there you go, you can have your mint. Sensible with electric fencing, it's a good way of getting them out of a cage environment and back to normal grazing, which is what we all want to achieve. This horse has been in for 3 months. This is the first day that she's actually been out here with no sedation. So she's had 1 week just in a small square. This is her fourth day on the maze, and we're now out overnight, and she is now out without sedation. As you can see, she's very calm. So this is a really, really good idea. I've been rehabbing horses for so long and never even thought of this. So I will put a link to the research paper so you can see. But no, this is an absolutely epic idea, and as you can see, Rosie approves.
So as you can see from that footage, there was just, I think, the two branches in there. As time went on with Rosie, I actually added in 2 more little lanes, just so that I could make the area a little bit bigger. And then I just brought the fence across to just make it wider, just to increase the space that she had. And I did that over a period of about a month. And what you find is once the horse is sort of in regular work again and they're calmer because they're being stimulated, then you don't have so much issues with the general freshness. So that works really well. And eventually she went back to full turnout and she made a 100% recovery, but it wasn't easy. And I have to say, she's the first one that I really struggled with that. But I've been very fortunate in my past areas that I've been in where I could have like a cage for turnout, or I could be there all the time. But a lot of you are on livery yards, so it isn't simple to have a small turnout area. And then small turnout's great for a while, but then, you know, we do want to put our horses back out in bigger fields. And also sometimes small turnout is not great for your horse, particularly like with her injury, it's a ligament injury, so she needed to be walking about, but she just didn't need to be sliding. So that's what that's really useful for, and it's easy to set up on your own. You don't need an awful lot of gear, and you can do it by yourself, and you're not going to get in the way of a livery yard owner. If you're an individual turnout, obviously that's a lot easier, but yeah, it's so much better. So I hope that you found that really useful. If you have, then please pop a like on, and if you have any more questions, then just pop a comment down below. Actually, before I forget, I did forget where I got that research from, but I will add it down below when I can. So if you don't see it there now, pop back later and then you will. And if you like this, then hit that subscribe button, because the more subscribers the better, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.